SR could use my help too. She's all brains, but no branding.
All brains and no branding. Right. We're working on getting brainwashed here. What happens if I go through here?
You've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
That's right. Subject Special Administrations Ward. Refrain from discussing any and all topics pertaining to unnamed subject currently abiding in our Special Administrations Ward. Oh, who do they have in hiding?
Enemy approximating in our vicinity, Commander. Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Bettering position.
I'm thinking I wasn't supposed to go in there. I think I've got it saved. I suppose this is one way into the facility.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
I'm guessing this is the extremist version of I have no idea if this is a bad decision. We'll find out later. I do have a hard save, just in case. What's up, Libby?
Commencing combat-related activities.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Mr. Gold started any questions. Man, I do not know. I'm doubting this decision to come in this way. I mean, I have a hard save, but at the same time, it's like I didn't think I would get attacked, but then I open up that door, and now everyone wants to kill me. Someone appears to have dug an escape tunnel in our kitchen pantry. Full privilege priority pass. I'm probably gonna not need the sniper rifle in here. Let's maybe go for... No, hang on. Swap. I don't want that. Let's get back to this silenced plasma pistol. Alright, it's a door. It looks like it goes to an elevator. Okay. As you recall, regular spritzing of reparating gas has proven to boost subjects' accessibility to our guidance broadcast. It's my belief that it will also accentuate the effects of the lathe, sorry. Please help me test this by gassing the chamber thoroughly during upcoming scheduled sessions. Oh, he's down in here. Oh, I can have a conversation with him. Let's do a secondary save. Is there a way for me to gas this chamber while he's down there?
Our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting?
So they've got the Sovereign in here.
The name of my betrayer.
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
So that's who they have in storage, is the Sovereign. So they betrayed their own leader.
No bliss and plenty.
That's interesting. I wonder if I can gas him. I don't see the controls. Yeah, see, if I had the controls... But I don't have medical engineering or observation, so we're gonna go for a speech check, I guess, on this guy. Hang on. Do another save.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
This must be the lead scientist. Wonder if he's also had the pleasure of being refreshed.
Well, out with it. Who are you?
My lack of glassy-eyed, bewildered gaze gave me away, did it?
Such a brazen display of derision of protectorate ways. How unexpected. How provocative. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly.
To document the wonders of the mental refreshment process.
Ah, for one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner.
How about I just shoot you and take what I need?
Oh, do play along. I'm so rarely able to engage in any sort of intellectual discourse here. Suppose you could say that's my fault. Yet in any case, indulge me. You'd certainly learn much more from me directly, assuming you're competent enough at verbal sparring, at any rate.
Alright, fine.
There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
That's rich from someone allowed the freedom to think, but who robs it from others.
My position is a burden, gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs
Hang on.
ably.
I
Their
play games, so
order is
you don't have
chaos
to.
us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you About Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
They reward skill, talent, and innovative ideas. You'd go far over there, surely.
That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
Shouldn't you be better recognized for your work, though? Other groups would celebrate you.
Me? Celebrated? No. Pride is a trap only an individualist would be ensnared by. Not someone like myself, of course, who thinks of our community's needs before minding their own. That said, perhaps our rivals aren't utterly without merit. As they say, even a stuck chronometer on the wall is right twice a day.
Seems to me that a perfect society could hold up to a few questions.
As it is right now, repelling faulty logic and wrong-headed thinking with gusto. No, the refreshment process isn't about thwarting examination, but obviating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's about making people happy. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here?
What is the name of that movie that Christian Bale did? Where he's an agent. It had the gun fu. It was before John Wick. And he was a government agent, and their whole government took pills to repress emotion, and they burned art, and they burned books, and they burned music. Fuck, what was the name of that movie? It's a really good movie. Sean Bean's in it as well. Tyrell Gibson. I could Google it. It'll come to me eventually. What do you think the matriarch would say about your mental refreshment?
Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I appreciate all she did, of course, there are those who are visionaries and those of us who enact vision, who make it real. I must say that was moderately stimulating. Passably interesting at a few points even. Almost intriguing. Now, what next? Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it.
Oh.
The technical specifications for the lathe of particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick up the cap to open it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your master.
Stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Pick up the cap. A light revolver. The schematic details on the lath of particularity, key component in the protectorate mental refreshment. Alright. No, it's not the secret. I'm gonna go look this up. Equilibrium. Equilibrium is the name of the movie.
And know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are
Engaging hostile. Life-preserving medication.
Let's go see if we can find the Sovereign. Special administrations.
at all times.
Duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Potential combatant in the vicinity.
So important.
Messages from Head Refresher. The council is authorities with those who threaten to undermine our perfect society. Return to root. Unseal.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
That's the ruler, or former ruler of the Protectorate.
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
What happened to him?
We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself.
How long has he been like this?
Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting. Absurd nonsense about how the consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time.
The consul clearly orchestrated this.
Preposterous! The consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will.
Can we take you both elsewhere? No, how about you should bring him somewhere with proper medical
The
facilities.
Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be. Go. Please, just leave us.
Aww. Come on, buddy. So I can't even pick him up to take him with me.
Although you have been authorized by the Earth Directorate to take any necessary means to save Arcadia, your execution of the Sovereign will involve additional paperwork.
Alright, I'm gonna load. Well, I was hoping I could jailbreak the guy, but it doesn't look like they'll even talk to me.
Go. Please, just leave us.
Like, I can't even talk to him.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave. Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully.
Eyes up. Hostiles. Get this security.
Nice, Joe. Think I'm about 43, 44 hours in right now. Probably be around 50 when I finish. We'll see. I still haven't found the daily dose. Still haven't found my 6th companion. Haven't went looking. Just doing side quests.
I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
Where can I find samples? How can I get an example?
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good. Head Refresher Gold provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive.
Where can I find one of these audio cartridges?
Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
Audio visual. You've been refreshed, so I won't question this is a good reason to grant me access.
How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
Thank you.
You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments.
See that 3 times fast.
The medicament dispensement automech automechanic. You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had it. You'll feel.
That could have gone worse.
Curiosity, interest, and concern not detected. Conclusion. The mental refreshment process appears to severely limit cognitive functions.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Oh, there is nothing like another Star Wars Outlaws playthrough.
They hate our contentment. I like our.
That is a game I will happily play again at some point.
The kitchen pantry is presently off. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Beware the traitor's tongue. Report idle chatter. See something, say something. Well, there is nothing in here that I can do anything with.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Alright, nothing here.
Medicament dispensement
Your
has concluded
silence
for today. Please proceed to select medicament dispensement. Has concluded for today.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is perfect. Our pitch ball is well conveyed. Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon.
You have that look about you too. Have you not been refreshed?
No. I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
How many times have you undergone treatment?
A facilitator said that I'd been here thrice, but I only remember once or twice.
Better find a way to get you out of here before you're affected like the others.
I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
Yep. You know, I'm a high-ranking protectorate so-and-so. You have to come with me.
Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. But I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
Oh, you mean this?
Oh, commemorative pitch ball. I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry. Though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and
Kitchen
ambling
pantry. Good news, the pantry is open for ambling.
Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there. Oh, hello.
Kitchen pantry.
The tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it. Take it down, and I can be off.
You get going now, and steer clear of any falsely benevolent dictatorships in the future.
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. Oh, and last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward.
Free Market Station.
Aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
Free Market Station. Alright, that was an interesting, unexpected little side quest. Mentally refreshed subject. Alright.
Can't stop picturing Sam going through this exact process.
Excuse me. Where's this elevator going? Not where I need to go. Yeah. That's not where I needed to go. I need more coffee is what I need.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Well, good for you. I'll be right back to question you. I need more coffee.
My name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm.
Good for you. You're the first person in here other than the staff who's acknowledged me.
It is the duty of all Protectorate subjects to regularly converse with our neighbors, so we may determine if their zeal has wavered. I am newly full of zeal, free of imperfect thoughts. My mind is a thing of symmetry. My phrenometric peaks are all abraded.
So you have no curiosity about who I am or why I'm here, do you?
Pondering begets disharmony. To deliberate is to court ruin. Notions are a gateway to mayhem, bedlam, turmoil, and vexation. Thinking never made anybody happy.
Can you tell me something about the main refreshment process?
Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking approved thoughts. That, a restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device can abrade all imperfections.
You don't happen to have any pills on you, do you?
Only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak to refreshment facilitator Tilden in the lecture hall.
What's the lathe of particularity device particularly?
Why, it's right outside Head Refresher Gould's office. He'll schedule you an appointment.
What are you in here for?
I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question. Drat! There, did it again. Anyhow, I was reported for it?
You alright? Back away slowly.
Refreshment is inevitable. You can't fight contentment.
Run, little sprat, run! That's what you call a shitter sprat. Comestibles dispensement mech.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Alright, I think we're supposed to go... She gave me an access card. No. I wonder where I'm supposed to go.
The lathe of particularity exploits the terrible need.
She mentioned the location of the audio logs, but I'm not seeing it anywhere on the, like she gave me an access pass, but I haven't found an elevator that allows me to use that access pass.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Because I'm supposed to find the audio logs now. Huh. They just have a shotgun lane here for the people to have access to. Oh, hang on. Is there something in here? I just disabled power to something. Alright, I'm a little confused. We're on cognitive easement. Hang on, I am being pointed over here. Audio logs. Okay, we should be good. Too bad I couldn't destroy the lathe. That'd be even cooler. Do, 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 do. Alright, we should be able to go straight back to our ship. And back to... We could also travel to the other ship to turn on our reward. I will forget about it if I don't do that now. Let's do that first. Go find Emily. On Free Market Station, and then we will return to the VPs. So I'm not sure. Oh, Millie. I thought it was Emily.
Anybody even listening to this?
Ah, before I forget, here, this is for you. Thank you ever so much for freeing my father. He seems good, actually. No discernible lingering ill effects. Still, singing. But I'm so grateful to hear it.
My friend from Placid Waters. Appreciate you fetching the pitch ball Millie got me. And of course, the escort out of there. Though mostly, the pitch ball.
How are you doing, Waylon?
Wonderful, wonderful. So good to see Millie again. Don't know how to do anything here, but I can sing to my heart's content. You heading out? Do take care. Again, much obliged.
Glad there are people out here like you. Gives hope.
You're welcome. And now we want to go back to a Mysteries of Mental Modulators and talk to the VPs. Ah, they make it really hard to there we go. Oh, it's not gonna let me use the fast travel. I'm gonna have to run back up there because it's got a quest icon on top of it. use any sort of fast travel in this location? Ah, you can. I didn't know this. I've been using the tram every time I come back here, and you could totally fast travel. Jesus.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon.
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered. And it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad.
Yeah, you already mentioned that line of dialogue.
Intuition. Know-how. It's a fucking art.
It is an intricately crafted. It requires a
Hold things.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
With pleasure.
Yep.
The archive on Cloister analyzed millions of variables with bazillions of permutations to create an idealized path for total competitive domination.
Did you want me to do something?
Yes. Suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. The Protectorate have a process called... Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and techno... Oh, do tell. I hope you gathered supplemental materials and recruited
I wonder
the
why they went through the
scientist as well.
rigmarole again. That seems like it might be a little bugged, as opposed to just, oh, I'm back, I've brought you the things, and instead they acted like I hadn't talked to them yet. I've already talked to them and gone through all this rigmarole. Yeah, unfortunately, the lead scientist ended up dead.
Well, got what we needed. Sometimes a body count can't be helped.
Better in the ground than in our enemy's employ. Nice work, my ameliorator.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results.
It wore people down so they lacked any curiosity or drive.
Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
Internal documents show the lathe adversely affects patients more often than they let on.
But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to.
That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else? Oh, good to know, good to know.
Just glad I'm out of there.
Excellent. Well, here's your reward.
Let me talk to the
Along with
auntie
something
now.
extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
So your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
We share a similar disdain for rules.
Ah, I see we have an ideological fellow traveler. Why, this is a nice surprise. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. I received a most curious transmission from Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the order, proposing we discuss the prospect of our groups working together. She stated this was your idea.
Yeah, whose idea it was isn't important. Are you willing to speak with her?
A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Are you sure you'd rather pursue this over your current exclusive contract with us? Before I contact Ruth, I want to be 110% certain.
I'm sure. I want Auntie's Choice and the Order to work together.
Fine. I'll initiate a call with Ruth through a secure line in the conference room next door. Let's pick this up there. Don't keep me waiting.
All right. I should be able to take Negotiator now. I gotta find it. Yep. 75% reputation gain with all factions, 20% campaign ability charge time. Nice. Alright. This is probably worth a save, because I don't know if I actually want to have this conversation now. Or if I want to... Man, I got exalted with both the factions. Very cool. Okay, how do I... Equitable arrangement. Handle the negotiations. How do I get there? She said in the next room, but oh, I bet it's the elevator. Secure telecommunications. You know, I don't know if this is the right time to do this, but because we haven't finished a bunch of the other quest stuff, but I do have a hard save, so if this doesn't work out, I can always back out and go do other stuff and then come back.
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business. There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to... Oh, yes! Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Oh, spare no detail. This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
Come on, settle down, both of you.
Don't take that tone with me, little agent so-and-so. I've strip-mined the assets of tougher sorts than you for far less. If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed.
Let's get down to it. What will it take to make this partnership happen?
From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology.
Most important thing to decide first is who gets control over the archive.
Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's Choice. What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use. Imagine the marketing strategies it could develop.
I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
How about the Order gets the archive but directs some power to an ad campaign?
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part.
I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
Imagine never listening to another ad about a product being 110%, and that's why I have speech 20, thankfully.
That is a compelling vision of the future. One I could perhaps support. Involving money in science seems questionable. But having access to Auntie's resources would be useful for our research. Fine. Yes, I agree. Reluctantly.
That's what a negotiation is all about.
I commend you for being so receptive. And I assure you that Auntie's Choice values science. Nothing bad has ever happened when science and commerce are combined.
Never.
On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores.
No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was how we came to Arcadia, after all.
Where Auntie's Choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience.
So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous, and a waste of a perfectly good monopoly.
We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to. And a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
I do agree. What if the Order drafted restrictions to curb abuse while Auntie's handled production?
That assumes Auntie's Choice would even abide by such a list of restrictions, and which would almost be impossible for the Order to enforce.
Not to worry. We can build a regulatory commission to oversee production and make sure everything is up to Auntie's Choice and Order standards.
Hold on, wouldn't those regulators still be in your pocket?
Oh, partiality concerns are a thing of the past. Obviously, regulators would be incentivized to care most about the safety of the consumer. You know, right after production costs.
As would the likelihood that we will eventually improve upon it. We shall allow Auntie's control of the current design. There is still the question of who takes possession of the Protectorate's rift technology once the war is finished. Although the science is still largely theoretical, this technology could be used to not only close rifts, but create new ones. A dangerous power indeed, left in the wrong hands.
The Order would fritter away valuable time endlessly hand-wringing what to do with the technology. Auntie's Choice would actually use it. For good, of course. In a gainful manner.
Crazy idea, but maybe they can share the technology?
A 50-50 split? But that's so equal.
Yeah. Imagine how magnanimous Aunties will look to Arcadia's population.
Goodwill rarely converts well into bits, but I suppose I do take your point. If Ruth's open to it, I believe I can agree on the general terms here. And, well, we can haggle over minor quibbling details like percentages later.
I shall look forward to brokering the math with you, Cleo. There is one final matter I wish to discuss. I require some chemicals that I have been told are manufactured at a plant on Praetor, controlled by Auntie's Choice.
This is additional. Now you're talking. I enjoy a few chemical cocktails myself.
I know which plant you're referring to, Ruth, and what comes out of it is hardly safe for general use. Out of professional curiosity, what could you possibly need with such dangerous compounds? Running a little experiment, are we? On what? Or whom?
That is, quite frankly, none of your concern.
Unfortunately, it is. You two are working together.
Precisely. Partners don't withhold secrets, although they can and probably should withhold extremely dangerous chemicals if not properly notified of what they will be used for.
I will make no progress with my request without further explanation, will I? While the archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were.
Wow, okay.
Unfortunately, this headgear exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I require these chemicals to finish it.
There's no such thing as a true panacea. The drug must have some side effects.
Certainly, but nothing I'm not prepared to suffer.
And I thought we were the ones who threw caution to the wind. Well, Ruth, if worst comes to worst, I'd be happy to serve as a substitute teacher for the Order.
A generous offer, but I fear you lack a certain number of qualifications. Conscience, for example.
If you make this bet and you're wrong in any way, the entire Order will suffer.
You sound just like Laureate Beckett. I weary of having this debate, especially as I can never seem to win it. Very well. Never mind about the chemicals. Now is not the time for risky experimentation at any rate.
Oh, bother. Here I wanted to see Ruth lobotomize herself. Oh, well. Best I'll say is today's outcome is workable. Barely. Our gains were not as exclusive as I had hoped they'd be.
Arriving at any arrangement even remotely equitable was statistically improbable. Be glad our mediator managed to find a middle path forward.
I'm just happy you two were able to reach an agreement at all.
As am I. You certainly have a way of curving probability into your favor.
Well, that'll be all for today. Don't forget to purchase the latest in Auntie's Choice products out on the value-added Esplanade, or enjoy a refreshing cocktail at the Best Choice. And do come see me personally when you have time. I have just the thing in mind for an accomplished freelancer such as yourself.
One moment. There are still the logistics of recapturing the archive to consider.
Of course, provide our expert troops to support these efforts. Have your people call my people to sort details. Toodaloo!
Brusque as ever. Auntie's troopers will certainly help us manage the Protectorate forces easier, especially if supported by your help. But it would be irrational to expect you to endanger your own life without a more specific strategy in place. Fortunately, I have already given this some thought.
I should hope so.
First, we must reclaim Spirton from the enemy. Spirton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its proximity to the archive. Its loss was an affront, and remains so. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there.
I did.
Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift.
It was not a small rift, darling. It was a big rift. I've heard of a device on Praetor that closes rifts. Perhaps I should look for that first.
A prudent course of action, though I would also advise caution. Praetor is as perilous as Cloister, if not more so, given the Protectorate's presence there.
Yeah, you really can't go jack of all trades, Gray. You kind of have to just lean into specializing. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this if I didn't have speech maxed out to level 20, because there was a level 20 speech check. The other checks were 14, 11, I think there was like a 9 in there, but there was a level 20 speech check that I would have failed if I didn't have that maxed out.
There is a computronical key that you will also need to locate within the archive called the Calcaduceus. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in Order hands, we will have full control over its systems once more.
Alright, in exchange for my help, I want to use the archives analysis and rift data I have.
Until the Order has control over the archive again, this discussion is all but moot. You know what must be done. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
I need to go find
The
it.
treaty between the Order and Auntie's Choice falls under the category of historic event. This unit will preserve the date.
Yes, I need to go find that other companion. Alright, let's go see what the matriarch wants, and then I need to go to Dorado, I think is where Joe California said. The other companion is that I somehow... Yeah, you can't max, yeah, correct. So what I did, is essentially I maxed out speech and lockpicking, took enough points in guns to get the perks that I wanted, 1 point in observation for that perk, and then the rest I'm dumping into leadership, which will not, I won't be able to max leadership. I'll end up having, what, 27, 28, 30, I'll get level 16 leadership. So it'll be 20, 20, 16, 3, and 1. Not know what this lady wants.
We've successfully co-opted yet another of our rivals. Can't believe those eggheads accepted the deal. What's next on my agenda?
That outside contractor is here. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last.
You're not even a real person. That's crazy.
Quite useful. Keep it up. You'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants. And covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes?
What happened?
Fortunately, when you're the head of an advanced medical technology corporation, you become first in line for any experimental life-preserving procedures. As far as what happened, I was the victim of an unfortunate industrial accident shortly after we arrived here, the details of which are less salient than the details of what comes next.
Let me guess. You want me to go harvest you a new body?
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body.
Since you're about to have me slaughter a bunch of people again.
I'll have you know, we at Auntie's Choice are far from blood simple. Where's the profit in killing all your enemies when you can co-opt and sell goods to them later? Ah, tut-tut. No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor.
You're wanting to be mounted on an automech.
Not just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
Yeah. How do I make that happen?
There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss. But we can show you how to find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Interesting. That's an old Spacer's Choice sign. Oh, she's got shit on display. Let's do a hard save here. Why do I have a bunch of messages? Oh, it's my phone app screaming at me because I just got those Xbox achievements. All right, let's fast travel back to the ship. I want to go find that companion, which means I need to go back to Dorado. I think is where Joe California told me she is located. I somehow missed her on Dorado. It is really pouring down rain outside. Okay, how... So I believe Joe said, I'd have to go look at his message. I'm going to remember it off the top of my head. I think he said she was being held in a facility somewhere that I missed. Outpost. Let me go look this up. Tristan, here we go. Aza. Make your way to the decommissioned autonomous extractor terminal northwest of the landing pad. Northwest of the landing pad. South of the N-Ray range. I don't even know where that's at. Decommissioned autonomous extractorium. Anybody have a map? Decommissioned. I think that's right over here. Looking at that, that looks like the structure right there. I think that's why, because I ran right past when I was doing that other quest, and so I never actually stopped in. Oh, there's the N-Ray range right there. Alright, cool. Yeah, I see it now, Tiff. Thanks. Okay, so we want to Yeah, I just never came close to this building, so I had no idea. Oh, I hear something.
You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Ooh, better back away. That's a lot of dudes.
Danger ahead.
Good. So this is the perfect example of, like, there are so many things that you could just miss by not going in every nook and cranny of the map. Like, I just had skipped this building. I just thought it was like some random side building, and it turns out that the whole time my 6th companion was over here. I'm gonna have to go up there, I think, 'cause they're behind. Just on normal.
On your command.
Local patterns indicated a high level of sincerity. There is an 89%.
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter.
I have
Serves
debated
you right
switching to
trying to
story
help
a
those
little
sorely
bit because
lacking in
the
the gray
bullet
matter.
sponginess of
But they
mobs
rightly
is
paid for their transgression.
mildly
Betraying someone sent by the
mildly
exalted
annoying.
leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Asa. You are?
Commander Renfail. What's a glorious dawn?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
And that truth would be...
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
Why did you have to be a crazy religious nut job? So you really believe that the rifts are some gateway to paradise?
The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
None of that explains your enthusiasm for violence.
No, it does not. Perhaps I will tell you what does, should I ever count you among my few compatriots. There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price. Though maybe with more disemboweling.
I've already
Your
done the
violent
N-Ray range,
tendencies
though.
could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. If you deign to take me on, of course.
Yeah, Tiff, that's the thing for me. Like, the amount of bullets you need to kill things is what is... I'm going to try to finish it out on normal mode since I'm already close to 40 hours into the game. But I will say that the bullet sponginess is something that I've, you know... It has gotten better a little bit because once I maxed out Niles and Valerie, and I've gotten some better weapons, and I've modded said weapons, it has gotten a little better. But you really are expected to take advantage of like weak points and stuff, and unfortunately, like on the controller, I just think that that's, unless you're constantly using your slow time, it's really hard to hit weak points with the controller. Even because aim assist is gonna lock you into a general, you know, and it's not gonna, so you really need, I think mouse and keyboard you could probably fine tune and really focus on those weak points, but it's really hard to do on controller, which I think makes for why story mode is better for that.
I see. Well, that is disappointing. I wanted to look into their eyes as they died. I'm admittedly...
Yeah, that's the thing, Joe. I was hoping she was going to be really interesting, but if she's a psychopath, I'm not going to want her to be like...
I'm all geared up with nowhere to direct my violent retribution.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Ah, wow. You go wait until in her ship till I come get you.
Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Right. Oh, we actually needed, I needed to take her to the N-ray range for the quest. Alright, well. I will need to go back and grab her. I didn't realize that there was actually a quest to take her to the N-ray range, because I was like, I've killed everybody there. It still shows something alive down here.
Wonder what we'll find in here. Apart from cultists, most likely.
We're about to pop the door and find out.
Sounds like he's fighting for his life in there.
Everything must be nothing before it can become everything.
Well, I can't unlock this. Oh, hang on.
Oh no! It's no!
What's going on in there?
There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's... Why didn't I wash them first?
Well, if you were dumb enough to play with it bare-handed.
Are you daft? Do you think I wanted to handle that muck? One of us had to do it. Just because I'm on the bottom rung doesn't mean you have to. Oh, why won't it stop burning?
This unit is not programmed to administer care to enemy combatants. Goodbye.
I suppose I have to go back to this ship and grab her really quick. Since I actually have to take her to the N-ray range. Yeah, that was something, even playing here, I mean, I don't always see the weak points. It's easy to see the weak points on the robots, but not on the normal mobs. So yeah, I don't know how you would do that on a rogue ally. Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't use mines. Oh, damn it. I fucked that up. Hold up. Inflict stagger, yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay. Do we actually have to go in here since we've killed everybody? Or do I just need to go talk to her?
If there's anything worse than my former fellow protectorate subjects, it's corporate toadies.
Well, we are here. I don't know what specifically we're looking for. It just says bring her to the range, which we have done. Hang on. Transition to the N-ray range. I guess we have to physically go in. Alright, I think we're missing something because it's wanting me to go back out again.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Huh. I may have to Google this and see. Because technically we already killed all the cultists here. It says bring her to the N-ray range. It has a circle radius outside, but it's not like updating when I run around. Unless there's something I'm supposed to find and click on. Because all it's doing is just showing me the radius right here. Time to do a quick Google search. There's an antenna in one of the rooms you have to find, says Joe. Oh. Like, down here? Because there's nothing upstairs. Like, the waypoint just pointed me back down here again. Like, I'm outside of the radius all over again. There's nothing in here. Yeah, I gotta Google this. Bring Ozza to the N-ray range. Head to the N-ray range. You'll cross the bridge to confront. Oh, I've already killed them. I've already done all of that. Aha! So there's a Reddit thread. Walk around the range until you get a convo. Quest marker is broken and won't point there. Go to the window you talked to the order guy at and turn completely around. Walk to the end of the big blue glowing tube in the floor. I don't... Yeah, so a bunch of people say this is bugged. If you already killed... The conversation only triggers if you enter the range via the vent you have to enter. If you enter via the main door, the conversation won't trigger. There's a whole Reddit thread for this. Now it still hasn't, they just say that it's a bugged out. I've still got somebody alive in here, okay.
I appreciate your help. Dying may...
That still didn't upgrade update anything. Oh, there we go.
It. We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them.
Well.
I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information.
Alright, now I gotta go find the thing that you needed me to click on. Go to the window you talked to the order guy out and turn completely around. Walk to the end of the area with the big glowing tube in the floor. I don't even see any of that. What order guy? Big glowing tube? That would be it. No, that's not blue though. Now that takes me out. That is not a big glowing tube. It's not blue. However,
this is it. The Dawn's communication.
Definitely,
device.
that was not blue. That was
Let's
purple.
see
That's a
what I can
purple
find
glowing
on it.
tube.
Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you.
Okay, so that was just a slightly bugged POV. POI, sorry. POV, Jesus. Trabecular of expediency. Where are we going? I blind? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's over by the rift. Gotcha. I don't know if we can get there from here or not. This is actually the first time in a very long time I haven't done a stealth build. My first playthrough.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say
dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Okay, what are we looking for here? Remnants.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me.
I am inclined to side with the Order, but so far I am negotiating with both parties. So I have them both. I'm exalted faction with both Antis and the Order, and I've got them both at the negotiation table for the moment. I'm way more inclined to go with the Order, though. I love the Matriarch's body armor, and I'm a big fan of just I like the math. The math tracks for me.
You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
What do you think, Azza?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not?
Don't be so hasty. All right. I just thought it would be funner if you thought he had a chance before you killed him.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
The message has been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
What are you gonna do now?
That's the question, isn't it? The only answer I can think of involves our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order.
Alright.
Not from him. He was different from most of these slack-jawed sprat bastards. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. It's strange there isn't a comm device here. Ziegler must have communicated with his cell in Golden Ridge before coming to this place. Well, no matter, we'll find one. That cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Alright. Okay, first up.
Whatever you need, Commander. Just name it. Sure.
Shock damage, bleed. Immune to plasma. Alright. Glorious Dawn Camp in Newton. Diplomatic? Well, sometimes bullets can be diplomatic. They bring about a swift resolution. Oh wait, do I have another key? I need 2 more keys for that. What is Cillian Murphy doing on a Outer Worlds 2 poster? That's right, not me, pew pew. Alright, we are looking for some sort of
I would query if your day has been positive, but so few folks visit me if their integers are advantageous. So, how can I help? Of course.
You don't really have anything that I want. Oh. A primer that applies a buff for a long duration on use, providing a moderate instant heal whenever you score a kill. Interesting, but it says it only lasts for 10 seconds. I mean, I'll buy the recipe. Alright, we need to find an antenna. Good luck. I wonder if it would be better if I used my... No. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get this to land on the thing you want. I don't think that's necessarily going to help me. I wonder if we need to go up top. Oh, what was that? No, that's just a light. Nom 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 nom. Feeling magnanimous. I don't see anything up there. Ow! Just like hurt when I fell. Nothing in here. Louie, Louie. I'm about to go look this shit up so I don't have to wander into every freaking building for the next 15 minutes trying to find this. Oh, nope, that's a coat rack. And that's nothing. A big fat nothing burger. Kinda like your mom. Oh, somehow oh, that's an interesting helmet. Well, this is getting slightly frustrating. I don't know that I ever came up in here. This looks like a chapel. This might be it. Yeah, I don't think I ever come up in here before. This looks like something chapel-y and culty-y. There it is.
Finally. Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense.
Joe was guiding me the whole time.
I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this.
Alright. We now go meet him. Well, we're already on Cloister, right? I hear people in the house waking up. It might be time to go say good morning to the peeps. I'll be right back. So she just woke up, and it's dark and rainy, and her and Chris are playing zombies, I guess. I just got recruited to bring a broom handle, like a broom handle to the bed so they could fight off zombies. That's like, the mind of a 3-year-old is hilarious sometimes. It's 5:45 in the morning, and they are fighting off zombies in bed under the sheets as it rains outside. So they're having a very interesting morning. Thanks for the raid over on Twitch, Darky Rouse. Appreciate it. For those of you just tuning in, there is a 10-minute wait to chat. Hopefully you stick around past the 10-minute wait mark. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Currently playing Outer Worlds 2. This is the day job. We're about 2 hours into the morning stream. We do 2 streams a day. Usually about 4 or 5 hours in the morning, another 3 or 4 hours in the night.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target.
This is the day job. I play a lot of games. Currently working our way through Outer Worlds 2. We've got Painkiller coming up on a key from Saber Interactive. Getting ready to jump into our Fallout 76 deep dive, our Elder Scrolls Online deep dive, and currently also doing Watchtower DLC for Starfield. We have all the socials, so you can hit up the Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, Facebook, all those good things. There's a Discord, there's Patreon, there's a Homestead channel if you like chickens, ducks, and cats. Check it all out. Thanks again for the raid. Severin, what's up, buddy?
You. I don't know you. But you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it. Did they mentally refresh you?
I think they did.
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
Oh, he's here to kill her. This is a trap, isn't it?
Yes. There are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Unlike Asa, I like to know what's going on before resorting to violence, so explain yourself.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
If you're truly sorry, help us avoid the Sentinels.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
You're a little bit too psychopathic. It'd be better to get his help so we can help live. Jesus, I can't read this morning. It would be better to get his help so we could live to confront your exalted leader.
You make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the Protectorate machine. As fun as that may be.
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me.
Maybe. Lie. I'm gonna lie. No, they won't. Just tell them I already captured her for the head Sentinel.
That gin must have muddled my gray matter more than I thought. I'd have sworn there was no way out of this, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Thank you. And thank you, Asa. I thought I was dead.
You might actually be.
I can't believe I thought of him as a friend.
Well, people will do anything if the right pressures are applied. Even your beloved leader.
I can't believe she betrayed us. And the whole of the Dawn to save her own life. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety.
She always initiated contact with me.
That's right, Joe. I can fix her. I can cure her murderous tendencies.
Nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
Sounds like a good time.
I said it better myself. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about hacking their systems.
Why not?
Because my parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Sounds
I did mention
like
all
a
the
fun
killing,
plan.
didn't I?
Of course you did. Let's go get you some answers. Right, back to Praetor. And at some point, I probably need to sort through. Yeah, we're not wearing that. But I did get this covert. Oh, it's already got a thing on it. I don't want. No thanks. I always forget. This is the. What do I have over here? Oh, that's something different. Where the hell is my ship? I can fix all the things. I just need 2 more keys, man. Poor Tristan. He's never going to be talked to. I'm never going to do missions for him. The only reason I'm doing this girl's missions is because she already had her companion quest ready to go. Tristan doesn't have a companion quest right out of the gate. So I've just ignored him because he's a religious nut job. The last thing I want to do is... I don't know that I would ever take him on a... Unless you can convince him to leave the Protectorate. Although I will say it might have been really... Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. So you know how I went to the mental refreshment facility and we found the original head, the actual Sovereign down there? I wonder how that would have panned out if I had Tristan in the party with me. Shit, man, that's a whole nother... That's a whole nother reason to do another playthrough right there, is just to see how Tristan would react when he finds the Sovereign locked away and he realizes that the console has been lying the whole time. Shit, I might have to take Tristan on my next playthrough. Yeah, I've left him. That's exactly the same thing. I have never touched him. He just stays sweeping the ship. It's just like, have fun with that, buddy. Pretty sure this is gone. Oh yeah, I totally... Spoiler alert. Yeah, I found the Sovereign. Yep. He was down at the bottom of the mental refreshment facility in a jail cell, completely brain rotted and just fried. And there was an NPC with him who had a conversation with. And I really wish now that I could go back to that hard save and bring Tristan with me instead and just see how that plays out if you have Tristan with you, because there's this whole thing where the console, like, locked him down there, covered it all up, and, like, put him in the machine. Oh, we have another quest over there for the Matriarch. Oh, I slaughtered everybody in that base. I killed every single Protectorate person in there. I literally, that was the beginning of the stream today, I think, was like the first 30 minutes or so, was 45 minutes or so, was just slaughtering everybody in the mental refreshment facility. I was like, I'm not leaving a single person alive in this freaking madhouse. Not a chance. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to go back now with Tristan. I wonder... Now you've got me curious. I wonder if I have a save game. I do! So manual save 25, or excuse me, that manual save level 25, that's literally at the beginning of the facility. I have a hard save there. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to go back to that hard save at some point. Run out of the facility if I can. I don't know if I can run out of the facility. Hang on. We're going to do something really quick. I want to see if I even can with that particular save. Because I don't know if I can get out of the facility. At this point. I'm really glad I have that save because that will allow me to test that theory. No, see? I can't get back out now that I'm down here. I've locked myself in. However, I bet I could clear the facility, then leave, get Tristan and come back and find. That'll be worth playing around with at some point. It will not be this day. But since I know where he's at, I bet I could clear the whole place, leave, grab Tristan, and come back to the Sovereign and see what happens. Yes, the mines in Cloister are annoying. All right. Well, you just like jumped into something you shouldn't have, girlfriend. Actually, I think I can do this without getting interrupted. I have that perk. Tribute liquor. That's right, every good person should pay me tribute with liquor. Ooh. Yeah, the auto dock is awesome. Glory to the console. Candy tobacco. I remember when I was a kid. They used to sell candy cigarettes, which were like these. God, the thought of the texture just gave me goosebumps. It was like really chalky, like not pleasant. But I totally remember like candy cigarettes from when I was a kid. Yeah, chalk. It made me literally right now. I got the like vibes of somebody scraping their fingers down a chalkboard. Okay, those fuckers are highly resistant. What the hell hell is that? Oh, it's just, that's a plant. You know what? That was a badass AoE she just dropped on everybody.
Central Control is open to no...
Well, hang on. The diminishing amount of red at the end to make him look lit. I just remember the chalky texture, man. Like that and what were they called? Sweet tarts. They may be called something different these days, but those are always like whenever like Halloween or like at school during Valentine's Day when kids would hand each other candy and stuff. Like I just remember sweet tarts being like, I never wanted sweet tarts. It's like these are nasty, chalky, gross.
Turn around.
I'm a big fan of like, I like Chewy's stuff. I like Skittles and stuff, but nothing chalky. Chalky is nasty. My favorite are like, I don't know, this may be something that's not everyone's gonna know, but there's a company out of California. I don't know if they're still around. I'm actually gonna go look this up. Yeah, it's called C's Candies. Based out of San Francisco. And I remember when I was a kid, because my parents were from California, so both sides of the family are from California. And so when I was growing up in Missouri, my grandfather, my mom's dad, would come out every year, like twice a year, and he would always bring like 5 or 6 boxes of C's candy. And they've got these nuggets, these nougat bars inside that are like little miniature. They look like miniature Snickers or miniature candy bars, right? Probably the size of your thumb. But man, they're jam packed with like all these different types of nuts and like this like strawberry cream. Dude, I'm craving some chocolate right now. All right, let's talk to this guy and see if I can get in.
Even standing this close to Central Control is a major infraction. You need to leave.
Joe says like they're still around to get a box every year at Christmas from my landlord. Nice. Dude, C's Candy is the bomb. That is something I have not had now in probably about 5 years. 6 years maybe? Actually, it might be longer than that. I remember because Chris and I went to visit the family in 2019. So it's been longer than that now. It's been like 6 years. And there was a store at the mall in Springfield, Missouri, where my family lives, and we went to the store in the mall, and they had closed down, but we had a friend of the family who had some boxes that they had bought before the store shut down, so I was able to get some. It's been 6 years ago. It's the last time I had any. All right, I get speech attack, frighten, but I can also use my speech. I wouldn't alert your friends, you'd just be giving me a concentrated space to kill them.
We'll overwhelm you yet.
Everybody in the building gets one? That's awesome. Well, I guess we're taking out the whole building. Let me grab my sniper rifle. God, she's a psychopath apparently. Somebody's taking pot shots at me. I don't know who it is. Oh, do I have stuff? Okay, there's like grenades or something. We have turrets? And I missed. Oh, there are turrets. Oh no, there's a mech. Oh, I see what's shooting at me. Of course, all my companions are down at the moment. A better vantage point. I better not go in there. That might quick trigger a quest. I'm probably going to need to take care of this stupid. Well, you went off and did your own thing, brother. I don't know how I'm taking down that mech. Hang on, I've got a guy coming around the corner. I heard him. Oh, shit. Okay, hold that thought. Where is my shock rifle? Auto mechanicals chill you to your core. No, thank you. Did the mech just go away? Oh no, he's still right there. Life for the cause. Do that. She's gonna run off there like a psychopath. You know, I haven't played around with the mini rockets yet.
Eyes on some no good.
They're all frightened of me, so they're like, don't shoot me. Too late, buddies. Part of the wrong crowd. What's in here? All questions must be answered properly to open the armory. Are you ready to begin? No. Can't I just pick the lock? No. There's also explosives if you wanted to do it that way. Oh, that was a yellow piece of armor. Also, what was that? Hold up. Sentinel uniform. Hideous. Alright, what was this right here? A multi-launcher. It launches many rockets. An automatic rocket launcher that can fire up to 4 rockets in quick succession. Should we try it out, kids? Why not? I don't have any rockets for it. Heavy rounds. Alright, let's do a save here. I don't know the history of the Protectorate. What's up, Heinrich? Passcode system change. Your question for Lava, what was the first colony ever founded in Arcadia? Every children's of the Pioneer's Pride. Pioneer's Pride. Both of the answers were incorrect. How does that work? $88 and $40. Oh, randomly key smash. So, yeah, I don't think that that works, because none of the... Yeah. I don't have explosions, damn it. Oh, disable the electrical punishment circuitry. Hold that thought. Because I didn't even see that. I didn't actually fully read the dialogue. Show me the wiring, sir. Oh, is there no wiring here to show me the electrical? Well, poodoo. Okay, search message from Dagmar Sharp. Input passcode to continue. High priority message. Asa still lives despite the kill order. I've sent a cadre of sentinels to extinguish her life. Like Acolyte 7 delivered to my office for debriefing prior to execution. Return to route. General Communications. Department of Belief. Renovations.
Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel, with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Good thing you didn't start with much, then.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Maybe let's hold off on the disemboweling until we've confronted her in person.
Well, as a Helia Lightinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you?
You could stop with the coy comments now and just tell us how you betrayed Aza.
Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Aza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me!
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
Sounds like you used Azek as you're too cowardly to do any of this yourself.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic. So willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Oh, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Yes, give in to the hate. Let's table the torture discussion for now.
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying we shouldn't act rashly.
I know of no other way to act.
Of course, what could I have been thinking, you psychopath? Hello. Alright, that's how I could have come in the back way. That's what she said. Alright. Hey, did I ever spend my points? I did not.
As a Helia Lightinger is still
I forgot. I don't have the slow thing on.
Recharge for mayhem. Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Where are they at, Niles? She went charging off in there. Psychopath! Let's try this missile launcher thingy. Oh, yeah, that's, hang on.
Enemy spotted.
That's pretty dope, actually. I may have to put some more. I may have to make some more missiles for that. That's pretty cool.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Oh, that's interesting, Joe. You have to, if you don't find the answers elsewhere, they won't even appear in the thing. That's interesting.
Got trouble, man.
Out of the ordinary.
Protect Arcadia!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
So I bet it's stuff like this. You're gonna have to come in here and like find books and things. Although that's for something else. Close your eyes and take one at random. Yeah, I'm not lucky. Dude, there's an option for dump right there. Hang on, let me go back to that really quick. Check that out, the option for the dumb. Punch the shelf as hard as you can. I'm too stupid to figure it out. Bam! What is this? That's probably one of the clues. Yeah, it just updated my quest journal. Yep, it just said a notable something about clues. So I bet if I go back to that, it'll have answers now. Answers that I didn't have the first time. A dumb and lucky playthrough. Ha ha ha! Doors barred shut. I'm not going through the vent quite yet. Did she just rush off into a room again? Man, she really is annoying. I don't like her as a companion at all. Because she just keeps running off and dying. That's another clue.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I'll stop.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's gonna be another clue or something. Oh, that's Aza. I was like, what's charging at us? I still think one of my favorite moments in this game is that time we found that guy in the shitter. Well, he was at the urinal, but we stumbled in and he was literally taking a whiz at the urinal. And we like surprised him and he jumped back and had to reach down and grab his baton. But we took him out.
Initiating search.
That's pretty cool. Like little moments of surprise, motherfucker!
Enemy up there.
Let's just buy all the ammo. What's up? Algo con frijoles. Mejor unos huevos con frijoles porque un sándwich de pollo en la tarde. Sí, con frijoles y queso mozzarella, porfis. Gracias.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal. Ain't nothing like looting lockers, man. Every single game. That's another clue. I just gotta remember to go back out to that armory. Because I will forget.
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully.
I don't know, man.
Let Aza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
That's right. I'm the one.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it? And why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Shocked that filling a vulnerable person's head with lies turned out so poorly for you.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways.
Well, nothing left but the killing.
She's dead.
That's what she deserved.
Not quite. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
Good luck with that. Seems like me, they've outlived their usefulness. They could also be a threat to you.
You're absolutely right. They turned on me once, they could do it again. I can send out a general message to all the cells from here. I'll say our communications have been compromised or some such. That the Exalted Leader is dead and that they need to separate and protect themselves. That should work, though I suspect a fair amount will simply just jump into the closest rift. I'm sure there will be some that ignore the message completely, though. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least.
Well, better than nothing. So we can upgrade her...
It's done. Let's leave this place. It's sickening.
Armory. I gotta remember the armory. Messages... Gotta remember the armory. Alright. You, sir, come here.
If it ain't my favorite commander. Just short.
Party upgrades. Very groovy. Alright, armory, armory, armory. I think I have enough clues, I don't know. I am promptly ditching Aza from my party as soon as we get back to the ship. I find her way too psychotic for my tastes. Oh, where did this go? Oh, there might be more clues up here. Casting off the veil. Oh, I need Tristan here. I did not complete the Fallout 4 playthrough. Nope. That was something I started in the middle of other projects and it did not get completed. That is a Tristan quest. I'll be damned. Good to know. How the hell do I get out of here? Ah, here we go. Alright, that was over here, I think. Now, see, that's not true because it still doesn't have anything. Like, even though I've uncovered clues, it still doesn't give me any option other than those two.
How are you still upright?
Even if you disable the electrical punishment circuitry, I'll know of your cowardice. So I can't even see though, like there's no yeah. One, two, three. I found 4. Yeah, that's mildly annoying because I have no idea where the clues would be, and that's not something I would want to spend my time doing. Where's my ship? All right. Well, I finished her quests. I am promptly dropping her. I'm going back to Niles and Valerie for the rest because I don't care for her as a psychopathic companion. And let's see here. Quests. Appropriate a mech body. We need to capture Spyreton. But in order to do that, I have to acquire the Rift Anomaly Modulator to be able to do that in the first place. So that becomes my main quest, which is here, because we're on Praetor. Get rid of Psychopath and go back to Valerie. Just from a purely survivability standpoint, these two work very well. I mean, if you want to, but why would you want to? Like, you're supposed to be the hero. This isn't an, you know, like, what's the point of killing everyone? Oh, freedom! Yeah, and not be able to complete the quests and not be able to do the storyline and, like, you're supposed to be the hero, not a villain. Atomfall lets you kill everyone too, and as a result, you miss out on like 90% of the content of the game because you kill all the NPCs that have all the quests. All right, that's a wrap for this morning, everybody. I'm gonna go have breakfast and hang out with my wife and my grandniece. And we'll be back later on this afternoon for more fun. So if you're watching on Twitch or Kick right now, make sure to get over to YouTube because everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. And there's more videos coming out throughout the day, including game guides, reviews, TV shows, and beyond, discussions, and all sorts of fun stuff.